Oh, fair enough.
Life is full of firsts. You know, first day of school, first kiss, first heartbreak. This story is none of those things. This is just about the first time I ate a pop brownie. So, come along with me, if you will. Right. I was at the cusp of adulthood, the ripe young age of 18. Being 18 and having his first pop brownie, you can tell how much of a badass I was growing up. But my friend, we'll call him Jack. We're going to change names to protect the innocent. He is in law school. So Jack decided this was a great idea. He was much more versed in the realms of greenery than I was. And he thought it'd be a great idea if we dabbled in these and went to the local Cineplex. Why not? So, thankfully Jack knew a guy, and for just $10 down, we both got ourselves some lovely space cakes. And they were kind of like mini muffins with some icing on top. They tasted like rocks, but they got the job done. So I'm not sure if any of you guys know what was playing at the local movie theater in May of 2009. Oh, you knew? Oh, damn. But it was this comedy that had just come out called The Hangover. Oh, you've heard of this movie. Oh, yeah, a rom-com. So we decided, what better way to come see this new film? So we enlisted our other friend, Mike, to be our resident friend and chauffeur for the evening, because we're responsible and shit. So Jack and I split the first brownie, and away we went. And you know, we are also, great friends, because we decided we were not going to tell Mike what we were going to do. So we get to the movie theater, only to find out that the movie is sold out. No. We would have to wait 30 minutes for the next one. So you'd be thinking, what would two responsible young adults do with 30 extra minutes? She's nodding her head. What are we going to do? We're going to eat the other brownie. Yeah, right. But at this point, we realized that we had gone too far, and Mike was already in our party. There was no way we could get away with this without telling Mike what we were up to and getting him to join in. Understanding what he decided, we should split it in thirds and each eat a third of this last brownie. And because we're such good friends, we broke it in half and gave him a sliver and told him that was a third. So we get in, we get to our seats, the lights go down, previews come up, and I'm not sure how many of you are well-versed as well in eating edibles, but when you figure out how much time it actually takes for them to kick in this case, it took about a drive to the movie theater, a 30-minute wait for a movie, and 10 previews. Because as soon as the opening credits started, those fuckers hit like a bolt of lightning. So we had I just talked to my friends about this, and we had 3 major realizations while being stupid high during The Hangover. The first one was an immense fear that at some point the movie would end and we would have to get up and walk out of the theater, which was fucking terrifying to us at the time. Number 2 was also a fear that we were all going to suffocate because we were laughing so hard there was not enough time for oxygen to go into our body because of how much of it was coming out with laughter. And number 3, this was the funniest movie we'd ever seen in our lives. And thankfully the movie ended and we did successfully get up and walk out of the theater. And Jack and I at the time were like orbiting Neptune. We were in that what is going on with my hand phase of the highness. And for some reason Mike just did not seem as stoned as we were. So we're like, Mike, are you okay to drive? Yeah, I guess I'm okay. I don't know why, it didn't really hit me. Yeah, man, I don't know, it sucks. But you're good. Yeah. Okay. So we get in the car. We pull up to the first light to get out of the mall. And Mike turns and looks at us and says, guys, I don't know if you know this. My steering wheel's fucking huge. Oh, Jesus. And at that point we realized we may die on the way home. We were convinced every car that was following us was a cop car. The speed at which trees were passing our car did not seem congruent with the speed at which the car was moving. And Fix You by Coldplay sounds like, quote, fireworks are going off in my brain. So, we successfully made it back to the neighborhood. We probably went 5 miles under the speed limit the whole way. It was raining, so we ran around in the rain, as responsible young children would do. Our lives, we realize now looking back, greatly mirrored a children's novel. But instead of if you give a mouse a cookie, it was if you give a bunch of teenagers edibles. But the same thing inevitably happens. Have a great fucking night.